Can I tell you something? I usually tell single people that if there is any other time in your life that you own your time to yourself, you own yourself to yourself, you can travel to places, you can do things, you can take your decision without thinking twice about it, and you go into it, you can accomplish some and attain some feat, you can establish some businesses, you can just name it. It is when you are single. Why do you want to get married? Is it because your friends are married, you feel your siblings are married, your colleagues are married, so you also want to get married? Like, seriously? Okay. Welcome back to my channel. Please, if you are new here, you are welcome. Just help me as you are watching this video now. Click on that subscribe button. You see it red. As soon as you click on it, it turns black and you have subscribed and you have become member of the family. Then you press the post notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload new videos. Now, from the caption of today's video, you probably have the insight of what I'm about to discuss. Yes. So at some point, I sat down and I began to ponder why people do the things they do. I mean, I usually say that, yes, people do what they do because they have reasons. I mean, but there are some things that your reason, no matter how it seems good to you, doesn't also make it right. Now you need to ask yourself this interesting question. Why do I want to get married? You hear a lot of young men, young women, hey, I want to get married, hey, I want to be married, I want to be Mrs., I want to be somebody's daddy, whatever, whatever. Have you sat down and asked yourself, why do I want to get married? Are you getting married for the wrong reasons or the right reasons? Do you even know what marriage is all about? Now, when you ask yourself this question, you also answer it sincerely. That way, you'll be able to know what you want, what you are entering into. Because most of the time, you see people going into marriage without knowing what it is, and they end up in a mess. Yes, and it shouldn't actually be like that if you already have the foreknowledge of what marriage is. Now, a lot of people used to think that marriage is inheritance from their parents, or they were born to see marriage, and it is wrong. It is a wrong perception. Now I'm going to be doing this video in two aspects. After this video, make sure to check my next video titled What Marriage Is. But for this, I'm going to be talking about telling you the wrong reasons why people get married. Wrong reasons why people get into marriage. And what people have actually called marriage, which is wrong. Now, some of the wrong reasons why people get married includes, number one, they said, married. My siblings, my younger siblings are married. My colleagues are married. I'm the only one in that clique that is not married, so I need to get married. If that is your reason, that is a wrong reason. The second reason would be, I want to get married because I'm getting old. Oh, I'm 35. Oh, I'm 38. Oh, I'm 40. Oh, I'm 42. In fact, in this recent time, even young girls of 25 tell you, I'm getting old. I want to get married on time. That is another wrong reason to get married. That is another wrong reason why you want to go into marriage. For marriage is not defined in that way, rather. The next reason would be that they are under pressure, parental pressure, family pressure, pressure from friends, pressure from colleagues. Our society made it so. I wasn't born into such kind of a family. I never received any pressure from anywhere. Maybe anybody that would have wanted giving me any pressure, maybe in their heart. But yes, I know of people who are under serious pressure that they wouldn't even want to call their friend, their colleague, their relative, or even their parent, for the fear of, when are you showing us the man? When are you bringing in your wife? Do you understand? So because of this pressure, these people go into marriage, and it is wrong. Don't allow pressure to make you rush into marriage, because marriage is a whole lot. Another, which would be the number 5 reason, wrong reason actually, why people get into marriage. They say to have someone to wash, to cook, and to clean for them. This one is majorly for the men. Now I'm talking to single ladies and single men. And not just that, even some people that are married already, you need to hear all of this so that you reevaluate yourself. You are already in marriage. Why did I even get married? You may not know. You know. You can also help people that are around you. Excuse me, you want to get married just because you need somebody to be washing for you, somebody to be cleaning for you, somebody to cook for you. Are you serious? Adam was busy tending to the garden that God left in his hand. Adam was busy. He was doing something. And that was the reason God looked at him and said, no, this work is just too much for one person. I'm going to make a helpmeet for him. So man, if you are looking for somebody to wash, to cook, and to clean for you, and that's the reason you are going into marriage, that is a very wrong reason. And it shouldn't be a reason at all. It shouldn't be the reason why you are going into marriage. Another will be to have free sex. Yes. You actually hear people say, oh, now I have somebody that I can have sex with morning, afternoon, night. If you have watched the video before this, where I talked about relationship and singles and relationship, somebody asking a question, how can I prove to my boyfriend that I love him without sex? Young people of nowadays, when you talk about marriage, what comes into their head is what? Sex. Marriage is not all about sex. So if you are going into marriage or you want to get married because you want to have free sex, you used to pay to have sex before, be you a man, be you a woman, that's the wrong reason. Because in marriage, there are so many other things. Sex is just a preliminary, which you are even going to what? Get tired. Okay, the next one will be as a solution to my problems, as a solution to loneliness. I want to shock you. Marriage can never be a solution to your problem. No, because marriage is a responsibility, another responsibility on itself. So if you feel you are having a problem, you are having some emotional problem, you are having loneliness, whatsoever problem it is, yes, from family, from work, from, I don't know, but I've heard people say it, oh, all this trouble I'm going through, people talking to me anyhow, people insulting me, people not listening to my own opinion, is because I'm not married. By the time I get married, I will get respect. By the time I get married, I will no longer be lonely. By the time I get married, all my problems will be solved. You need a burden carrier. Okay, yes, I think that's the word I'm looking for. You want to get married so that that man will carry your burden. You want to get married so that that woman will carry your burden. No, in marriage, it is a symbiotic kind of relationship. You give and he give, and the both of you make yourself better. So that's a wrong reason to actually get married. Another reason why people tend to get married, this one is so funny, is they say they want to be, I want to get married so that I will be free from my parents, to have freedom from either your parents or your guardian. Can I tell you something? I usually tell single people that if there is any other time in your life that you own your time to yourself, you own yourself to yourself, you can travel to places, you can do things, you can take your decision without thinking twice about it, and you go into it, you can accomplish some and attain some feat, you can establish some businesses, you can just name it. It is when you are single. And for you to be under the care of your parent is a beautiful thing. Whether you are single, living apart from your parents, they keep checking on you, or you are single, you are living under your parents and you are working, they keep checking on you, and you call that disturbance. So you want to get married so that you have freedom. Even in Freetown, nothing is free. So that's another wrong reason to get married. Said the wrong reasons for getting married. The next thing I would want to talk about is what people have defined marriage to be. Some persons have said that marriage is something else to them. I don't care what you call marriage. If it is not in line with the originator, which is God, it is absolutely wrong. For the fact that you have gone for introduction, that is not marriage. It is very, 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 very common in this part of the country where I live, in this state. You hear a young girl, she's already living with the guy. You see a young man, he's already living with the girl. And when you ask, they say, our parents are aware that we are going to get married. Have anything been done? No. Bros, sis, you are not married. You are not. You have a child or two with that guy, with that lady, with that woman. And because of that, you are living together. And you call it marriage. It is not marriage. That is not how God designed it from the beginning. At all, at all. You have gone to knock and collected list. And because of that, you are living together. You are married. Oh no, it is not marriage. When you collect the list, it is paramount for you to fulfill everything in that list to make the person your wife. You don't call that marriage. Cohabitation, I don't care how many years you have stayed in that cohabitation, you have grown-up children even, and that man have not done anything on your head. When I say anything, I mean performing all the traditional marriage rites according to custom and tradition of the woman's people. According to hadn't done anything, and your children are already grown up. Some of them are even in the university, and cohabitation is not marriage. These are the things that people call marriage: introduction, knocking, collection of lists, having a child with the man or children with the man, cohabitation. All of these things are not what? Marriage. So, when you are thinking of getting married, ask yourself the sincere question: why do I want to get married? If they are for wrong reasons, you are not ready. And you don't call marriage what God have not called it. No matter how long you have stayed in whatever you are doing that is wrong, it will never ever make it right. Marriage is not for those wrong reasons. So don't get married for the wrong reasons. I'm sure you have learned something. If you have, be sure to check my next video, what marriage is. And I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe. God bless you. Bye.